Hello my friends and welcome back to Englishline. So today we continue our lesson about past tense. So as you can see from our board, it's written past simple plus past continuous. So we will talk about these two tenses together. We learned with you past simple, we learned with you past continuous, and today we will try to talk about how you can use them together in one sentence, right? So first of all, let's start with the past simple, short information like some examples, sentences. So I will write this sentence and then we will talk about the basic structure of this or that tense. So the sentence, what did you do yesterday? For example, there is a question, what did you do yesterday? From this question, you understand that it's past tense and it's past simple because we have auxiliary verb, did, and then we have main verb with the first form, verb 1. Plus you have the word yesterday. The basic structure of past simple question. What did you do yesterday? And the answer will be, we played tennis. We played tennis. Right? For example, from 10 to 11. Let me write it here. Imagine from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. All right? Plus, we have the verb, you see from ed ending, it's past simple regular verb. We play tennis. You don't need to say yesterday because the question is yesterday. You just answer, we play tennis. And if I showed you like in the picture, like following, this is 10 o'clock, right? And this is 11 o'clock. So, here you play tennis from 10 till 11 and it finished. So we call it completed action. Completed action. Like in general, we played it, we finished, now it's in the past. We played tennis. That's all, right? So this period of time, it's over. Now, let's talk about the next situation with past continuous. The question will be, what were you doing at 10:30 yesterday? All right? What were you doing at 10:30 or 10:30 o'clock yesterday? It shouldn't be yesterday, it can be today actually. Now it's 6 o'clock in the evening. And what were you doing at 10:30 in the morning? It's also past. You can ask just at 10:30 or at 10:30 o'clock yesterday. Alright? So, you see from the construction that it's past continuous because you have the verb to be, was, were, with you it's were, plus you have the verb do, main verb with ing ending, right? So you see from the construction, exactly, plus we have here specific time, exactly at 10:30, at that time, yesterday, what were you doing, right? So, and you say, we were playing tennis. We were playing tennis. So you actually answering this question. So it means at this specific time you were playing tennis, like it was the process. right? So from the picture, it looks like that. So you see 10 o'clock and 11 is here. So 10:30 is kind of here, right? So we know that this 1 hour, like you play tennis, and at this moment, you were playing it. There was a process, duration of the process, right? Continuing something. So we were playing tennis. Verb to be, verb play with ing at the end. So at this time, I was doing it, right? So we call it unfinished action. Unfinished action because it was in the process. So this is completed action, it's over, now it's the past, but at this exact specific time, I was playing, we were playing. There was a process. I hope you feel the difference between these two sentences, right? Did. For past simple, what did you do? Were or was plus verb ing for past continuous. And the next positive sentence, we use the same construction, was, were plus verb ing, right? The difference is, it's just general information, completed action. This is the process with specific time. At this time, I was doing it, all right? Now, this is kind of a brushing up of the general information of past simple and past continuous. Now, let's talk about how we can use past simple and past continuous together in one sentence. Yeah? First of all, I will write the sentence and then you will try to understand maybe the translation. And then I will explain to you in a more detailed way. First of all, I will clean it. All right. So, the sentence is, she was painting the wall when suddenly she fell off the ladder. Let me write it first. So, she was painting the wall when suddenly she fell off the ladder. So first of all, the ladder, what does it mean? It's ladder, it's the, like that. I hope you understand it, right? So you climb it because you cannot reach the upper roof or top. So paint, you know what does it mean, paint the wall. So imagine the situation. So she was painting the wall when suddenly she fell off the ladder, right? We have two verbs here. She was painting. You see from the construction that it's past continuous, right? Because you see was and verb ing. And when suddenly she fell off, right? This is past simple. Past simple of the verb to fall. You know, fall, verb to, fell. So we have two verbs. One of them past continuous, one of them past simple. As you can see from the situation, when I show you, she was painting. I'm showing that there was a process. And then suddenly she fell off. So I show it like very quick action. Like a quick action, right? Fast. It happens very fast. So we call it short action. Because if you fall, you fall. You're not falling. You fall. Short action. And she was painting. This is actually long action. Long action. So, when the action is short, you use past simple. When the action is long, there was a duration, you use past continuous. And you feel how you use it in one sentence. So, something was in the process, and then some interruption cut this process and it stopped, right? For example, I was watching TV like that when my mom came. So she came, I looked at her, like another process interrupted, right? I was cooking when I burned my finger, or I was cutting something when I hurt my finger, right? Something happened, maybe unexpected, right? And interrupted the process of action. So you see two verbs, long action, short action. By the way, we can change this part with this part. You can actually use it vice versa. For example, she fell off the ladder. You know the word ladder. She fell off the ladder when she was painting the wall. When she was painting the wall. You see, we changed these two clauses like that. You can use it like that or like that, how you like it. So the meaning doesn't change. It doesn't change. She fell off the ladder when she was painting the wall. The same meaning, the same sentence, the same. This is long action. This is short action because she fell off very quickly, right? So you see, short action, long action. You can play with it. Plus, instead of when, you can also use the word while. So it underlines the process. You can say, she fell off the ladder while she was painting the wall. So when and while here, the same. But you cannot use while before past simple. While will be used only before past continuous. Remember, while, after while, past continuous. Again, long action, short action. Super easy. There was a process and something interrupted in the process. So, let me write one more example for you, and then that is all for this lesson. So I will clean it first. So the sentence is, I was reading a book when the phone rang. All right? I was reading a book. Was reading a book when a phone rang. So you see that there are two verbs again with past continuous and past simple. So very easy. Was reading, past continuous, and rang is past simple. Rang is verb 2 of the verb to ring, right? So the process, imagine the situation. I was reading a book when suddenly, or when a phone rang. So interruption, you don't read the book right now because something happened. The phone rang, right? Very easy. I think you got the point here. So now let's try to ask a question to this sentence. You say, I was reading. I will teach you how to make a question. I was reading. We ask the question with the pronoun you. Imagine. So I was reading, it will be you were reading, right? You were reading. For example, blah, blah, blah. So to make a question, you remember that the verb to be, was, or were jumps in the front of the sentence. So we have, were you reading? General question. Blah, 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 when the phone rang. Next. Were you doing? Now this is general question. Now we will make a special question. What were you reading? Or let's make it with the verb doing. I'm asking, what were you doing? Right? When a phone rang. So instead of reading, I use doing because I don't know what he was doing. That's why I changed this verb with do. So we have the specific question now. So the question is, what were you doing when the phone or a phone rang? Right? What did I change here? So I changed here the verb. Let me write it like the phone. Specific, your phone. So the construction for the question of past continuous is the same. I just changed the verb because I'm asking what he was doing, right? What were you doing when the phone rang? This stays the same. It doesn't change. It doesn't change because I'm asking about this process. What were you doing when the phone rang? What were you doing when your mom came? What were you doing when you cut your finger? I was cooking, right? So what happened when you were doing something? What were you doing when you fell off the ladder? I was painting the wall, right? Two actions in one sentence. One of them is process, one of them is interruption. Short, quick action, right? And it stops the process. I was walking in the street when I saw my friend. So I was walking and then I saw very quickly, right? So, very easy. I hope you got the point of this subject. Past continuous, past simple together. Very popular construction of the sentence and very usable in everyday conversation. So if you see this kind of things, you understand what is it about. So it's about process and some short action interruption, right? So together, process with some interruption, long action with some short action together in the sentence, they make past simple and past continuous. All right? Now your task is make, please, I think 2 or 3 sentences with past simple and past continuous together. So for example, think about yesterday. What were you doing when something happened? 3 sentences. Example, I was watching TV when my friend called me. I was reading a book when the electricity went off, right? I was washing the dishes when I broke the plate. Broke. It happened fast, right? But I was washing when the plate broke, right? Both of them in the past. Past simple, past continuous. Please. 3 sentences, super easy about your past actions. So, that is all for today. Thank you very much. And I hope it was very easy. See you tomorrow. Take care.